What is up, guys? Welcome back to CrimsonCX and welcome back to the last episode of OpenTTD Series 3. Today we're going to be doing a tour of what I've built on this lovely map. Now, first of all, a disclaimer. You might be able to tell, but I am a bit of an idiot. And I didn't save the game after the last episode for some reason. So, there's only one plane, at least there should only be one plane, if I've got that right. There are two, but there shouldn't be one to the south of here. Is there? Is there? No, there isn't. Okay. So yeah, first of all, don't have to worry about that. Second of all, technically, the disaster with the bus technically never happened, which means technically I didn't kill 13 people, which is good for my like heart, good for my soul. I'm not going to hell now, hopefully. So, yeah, we can get started straight away. So this is basically where the base has become. I have just realised that because of the whole going backwards in time, I do not have a headquarters now. We'll put HQ here. Yeah, go here. Why not? But yeah, this is basically our main base. It's got 2 stations, 1 airport, and in the last save there was a bus. And you can see where I've definitely connected a few of them. Like Little Maddingham's right here. It's not very little, it's got 700 people for them. Yeah. We can now take you though. We're just going to go around the loop, I think that's a good idea. To the next place. This is Labourer, or Labourer. I just call it Labourer, to be honest. And it has 1 station and clearly a road which I've built. In fact, you can see where I've definitely been building roads, but I haven't put buses on it. But yeah, there's a simple little shuttle which goes back and forwards. How much money does this train make? Because I can't imagine it'd be loads. Oh, okay, not bad. 8 grand a year, roughly. Wait, it goes further. I must be really stupid because I can't remember doing that, but it goes to Sundington as well, so it's a 3-stop branch line. We'll carry on because clearly I'm just losing my mind slowly. We'll go up to Inveddington, which has 2 stations, 1 here and 1 here. Man, the road networks, I have been slowly building them up, but this is before the bus. So the Labourer North one goes all the way up here on this main line, which I tried to build. It's a bit windy, isn't it? Goes to Newark Ridge, which is where the airport is actually. Okay, I completely forgot about where Newark Ridge was. I think I renamed it. I don't think it was called Newark originally, but I got so sick of mispronouncing the name that I basically just renamed it. We'll go up to Grinfingpool now. Not much going on there. I don't know why I connected quite a small little town to a little loop which has some big towns, to be honest. Then Tarningbury, don't really do anything here. Ruffing-Way-on-Sea. Let's remind ourselves that that is a lie. It's not on the sea. And anyone who tells you that it is lying to you. You know what? I've had a really stupid idea, but I'm going to execute it now. Okay, so we're going to flatten land. It's going to cost us a lot, but how much money did that cost? I didn't read that. We flatten a bunch of land here. What we're going to do, this is a really stupid idea, but I've literally just come up with it. So we are going to, does this work? Yeah, there we are. This is a stupid waste of money, but I don't really care. So that costs way too much money. That is awful. Well, we're down to 20 grand, but at least now we're not lying to ourselves. So I think that's completely fair. It looks quite weird. It's just a random. Yeah, I'm happy with that. At least now, Ruffing-Way-on-Sea, it's not a lie. Look, it should really just be called Ruffing-Way by Lake. And there's the loop. So the loop's done. I like how the plane now has to go over this, like, sea, in quotation marks. We'll move to some other places. This is more the oil routes, I believe. I haven't looked at these in a while. I don't think they make much money. But there's the, what is this? I forget what it is. The oil refinery, and I think there's several different routes. But yeah, it's quite a long line. So yeah, this is an oil well, and then there's another oil well down here. Yeah, more oil wells. How much money do our oil trains make? You can see it's fully signalled despite the fact there's only like one train running. Really, I should have loaded it up with trains, but clearly I didn't think about that. I don't actually know where the trains are. Where are the trains? Are they in the depot? Did I leave them in the depot? Oh, it's literally loading. I'm blind. Train 2. How much money do you make a year? 36 grand a year, okay. Not bad. I thought there's one train on this oil route which makes nothing. So I was a bit conscious. There's another thing down here. Is this more oil? No, this is when I tried to transport water to a town. I didn't realise how it worked particularly. Yeah, well, it makes money, but it's taking ages to load. How much money does it actually make when it gets to the station? I like how I've completely ruined our financial situation by... Has there been a noticeable decay in company value? Oh my god, that is so bad. Might have to rename this bankrupting the company. Go on, let's see the operating profit. No, that's fine. Company value. What the hell is that? That's so bad, but quite funny. We've gone from about 1 million to 300k. You never know, maybe this train will make a lot of money. We're going to ignore the fact that it's quite a long train and just got on the depot, but okay. How much money are you going to make? We've also got this truck, which I can't imagine makes any money. Oh, we make a profit on it. Look at this slight rise back. 2 grand, okay, not bad. Not amazing, but not bad either. Right, I think that's most things. We'll zoom out so we have given you the full tour. So there's this, there's a big passenger. Where is everyone's favourite bit about this series? The thing that never really took off. Here we are. This is my attempt at growing a town from 49. So it was the smallest town on the entire map. I can't remember what it started at, but I don't think it's changed much. It's still the lowest. They don't like me much, do they? Mediocre. That's fun. If I wasn't bankrupt now, I would give them a few more trees. I'll give them a few. Why not? There you are. Have a nice day. The fact that you now can't place any. There you are. Does that make them like us more? I've got a feeling no, but I don't really want to commit a bunch of money to this. Of course, that's a spawn. Good, okay. Well, at least we've won that. How much money does this train make? Because it probably isn't that profitable going from 2 fairly big places to then just somewhere in the middle of nowhere. It's basically trying to funnel people to it. Okay, so it does make 12 grand. Roughly. 12 to 14 grand a year. Not bad. I can't really complain at that. But yeah, I think it was at 42 at the beginning of this series. So yeah, that was a bit of a failure, but what can you do? With that, I do think that is actually everything. We can go through all our vehicles. So are any of the trains making no money? All the trains are making money, okay. The truck is making some money, but it's not making loads. Are the planes making money? One sucked last year, but it is making money now, okay. So yeah, overall, pretty good. We don't have any boats, despite, well, what we've just done. It would probably be wise to use a boat. There's some way to justify the investment of this thing here. Probably one of my worst financial mistakes ever, but what can you do? I hope the people brushing around sea enjoy that. Do they like me? No, they probably don't now, I've destroyed. Oh, very good, okay, so they do like their new addition, their new seaside beachfront property. So yeah, with that, that's the end of Series 3. If you've got any ideas for what I should do for a Series 4, I will tell you though, it's going to have to be either modded or multiplayer for Series 4. And one final thing is that it's highly unlikely I'll be doing it straight away. I might try Roller Coaster Tycoon next again and try and actually win, because I didn't win the first time. It was a bit depressing. But yeah, stay tuned for more content. I have been CrimsonCX playing OpenTTD, and I hope you have enjoyed. And I will see you again very soon for another video. Goodbye.